Hi there, I'm Ginger, your friendly neighborhood financial aid counselor. And in my line of work, I hear certain questions more than others. Questions like,
what's a scholarship?
That's usually followed by,
how can I get a scholarship?
And then,
can you give me a scholarship?
I get a lot of questions about scholarships. So let's take a few minutes to talk about them. If you're confused about scholarships, you're not alone. They're sort of counterintuitive. I mean, how often are people just giving away free money? Yes, I said it. Free money. I don't really have knuckle tattoos. That would be painful. Is that legit? Are scholarships really free money? I'll answer that in a second, but let's back up to the first question. What is a scholarship? Most students pay for college tuition and fees with some sort of financial assistance, the most common forms of which are student loans, grants, and scholarships. Students are required to pay back a loan. That's borrowed money. The differences between grants and scholarships are a little bit more nuanced. Broadly speaking, grants are usually based on a student's financial need, while scholarships are usually based on their merit, which typically means artistic, academic, or athletic performance. Most importantly, you don't have to pay back a grant or a scholarship. Which brings us back to the big question. Are scholarships free money? Basically, yes. Granted, you've still earned that money through hard work and dedication, but it isn't borrowed money, it's yours to pay for tuition, room and board, research, or whatever else it's intended to fund. One of the most common forms of aid is the institutional scholarship. That means it's funded and awarded by the university. Here at the University of Kansas, freshman institutional scholarships are based solely on one factor, your grade point average. Simple, right? It gets simpler. When you apply to KU by our scholarship deadline, you're automatically considered for a KU scholarship. That's it. One deciding factor and a punctual application could get you 4 years of free money. That's the best part. Freshman scholarships are renewable. That means if you keep up your grades, you could receive your scholarship dollars up until graduation. I hope I've answered the big questions. For deadline details and further criteria, go to admissions.ku.edu/scholarships. It's linked in the description below. You should also reach out to your financial aid counselor. You didn't know you have your own dedicated financial aid counselor? Surprise! You do, and we're awesome. We'll tell you everything you need to know about paying for KU. You can find your financial aid counselor at the Financial Aid and Scholarships website. That's also linked in the description. That's all for now. Rock chalk.